What's your name?
Why?
Huh?
Why?
What did he do? No, hey, you can't do that. Hey, chill the out.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
What are you guys doing?
Get out of the car.
Hey, what the are you guys doing? Leave him the alone. Hey, leave him
Back up. Back up.
On June 11th, 2025, in Pasco, Washington, a video started making rounds on social media. It shows ICE agents pulling a man out of his car and arresting him right then and there. According to the Washington State Standard, Washington recorded 275 ICE arrests in the month of June, the highest monthly total in recent years. Nationwide, nearly 2,000 individuals were arrested that same month based on internal ICE data. According to The Guardian, a significant number of those arrested were not facing criminal charges at the time of detention. In the first 6 months of 2025, immigration arrests increased sharply across the country. According to the New York Times analysis, ICE arrested over 94,000 individuals between January 20th and June 10th, which is 124% higher than the same period in 2024. This figure is based on FOIA data compiled by the Deportation Data Project at UC Berkeley and reviewed by The Times. In Washington state, immigration arrests rose by 65% compared to last year. ICE made at least 620 arrests statewide during that period, with an average of 4.4 arrests per day. On some days in May and June, arrest numbers reached up to 15 per day.
Family members stood by and watched as ICE agents arrested 17 people at Eagle Beverage and Accessories Products. In a statement from the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, it cites an ongoing criminal investigation into the unlawful employment of aliens without legal work authorization in violation of federal law.
In January 2025, the White House directed ICE to increase arrests, later followed by a May 21st meeting where Immigration Advisor Stephen Miller instructed officials to aim for 3,000 daily arrests. Internal memos emphasized volume over vetting, meaning it's less about whether someone poses a real threat or has a serious criminal background, and more about hitting daily numbers. This map shows the percentage increase in ICE arrests from 2024 to 2025. Every single state has seen a jump, and in many cases, those numbers have more than tripled. According to the data, Idaho has seen the biggest spike with a 924% increase in ICE arrests. That is 9 times higher than they were in 2024. However, Washington's 65% increase is still among the highest seen in states with a large immigrant population. Despite arresting a larger percentage of illegal immigrants without a criminal background, the Seattle field office has managed to track down and remove many serious criminals from the state. In Washington, 31% of people arrested by ICE in June 2025 had a criminal record. Earlier in the year, that number was 41%. The data was reported by Axios Portland. One such case was Wilson Delcid Castillo, a 32-year-old Honduran citizen arrested in Federal Way by ICE's Seattle field office. He had previously been deported twice and had prior arrests for assault. ICE shared footage of the arrest online, and agents can be seen pulling him from his vehicle in a neighborhood street. Washington state falls under the jurisdiction of ICE's Seattle field office, located in Tukwila, just south of Seattle. This office also oversees operations in Alaska. ICE field offices are organized by region, with each office responsible for one or more states. For example, the Denver field office manages both Colorado and Wyoming, while the Washington, D.C. field office covers the Mid-Atlantic region, including Virginia. Due to this regional structure, enforcement activity reported in one area may reflect operations carried out across multiple locations within the same field office. On July 3, 2025, Congress approved a $170 billion immigration enforcement bill. In a segment from CBS News, reporter Camilo Montoya Galvez explains where that money is going.
Customs Enforcement, ICE, is now the highest funded agency in the federal government. It is getting, through this law, $45 billion just to bolster and expand its already sprawling detention system to hold individuals awaiting deportation.
ICE has stated that its enforcement operations prioritize individuals with final removal orders, visa overstays, or past immigration violations, and that courthouse and public space arrests remain authorized under current policy. According to ICE's official Worst of the Worst page, several individuals with serious criminal records were arrested in Washington state this year. These include cases involving homicide, child rape, sexual assault, and drug manufacturing. In January 2025, ICE agents took Pedro Garcia Lopez into custody in Yakima, a citizen of Mexico. He was facing charges including lewd acts with a child under 14, sexual battery, and theft. He was identified as part of a targeted operation against sex crime suspects. During the same week, ICE arrested Pedro Garcia Lopez and also apprehended 22-year-old Ruby Geronimo Cruz, a Guatemalan national who had a prior DUI conviction and was facing new charges for the rape of a child. ICE confirmed he was undocumented at the time of arrest and listed him as a public safety threat. Also in January, ICE arrested Manuel de Jesus Zavala Martinez in Centralia, Washington, a citizen of El Salvador who had prior convictions for assault with sexual intention and assault with a deadly weapon. On February 1st, 2025, ICE officers arrested Jiwei Hu, a Chinese national in Seattle. He had previously been convicted in Washington State Court for manufacturing illegal drugs. ICE classified him as a public safety threat and confirmed he was unlawfully present in the United States at the time of his arrest. On February 11, 2025, ICE arrested Jose Marin Lozano, a Salvadoran national in Seattle. He was wanted in El Salvador for aggravated homicide, with 2 outstanding warrants related to the conspiracy and murder of a police officer. ICE confirmed the arrest was coordinated with international law enforcement. Besides convicted felons and individuals suspected of a crime or crimes, ICE in Washington State has also carried out arrests of people they consider as collaterals near bus stops, apartment complexes, and even inside immigration courtrooms. Individuals were detained by ICE agents during scheduled proceedings.
Her lawyer's in the bathroom. I'm recording this. Hey, quit! You can't manhandle her into an elevator. You're manhandling her into an elevator. You're manhandling her into an elevator, dude. Oh, an old gentleman too.
Officers, may I please? He's a diabetic.
Look. Open the door. No, you can. You can. Why? It's illegal. Oh my God!
As public attention intensified around recent arrests, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement emphasized its broader enforcement strategy, stating that 1,000-plus arrests of illegal alien workers have been carried out in Washington state since January 2025. Robert Hammer, ICE HSI Acting Director, says, "This is the highest rate of worksite enforcement arrests in HSI's history." In Spokane, attorneys confirmed that 2 Venezuelan asylum seekers with pending legal cases were detained at an ICE facility on June 11th, an incident that prompted public protests and calls for investigation from legal aid organizations. Public reaction to the June 11th arrests continued to spread online. One video features a woman sharing her thoughts on the charges filed against 4 individuals who participated in the protest.
Department said that they were not involved in the arrests and were not notified by the U.S. Marshals that these arrests were happening until after they'd already started.
In Seattle, a separate protest outside a federal building escalated when individuals were seen setting a small fire near police barricades. The video circulated widely online, reflecting increased concern over enforcement activities statewide. On TikTok, one user posted a video urging Washington residents to stay alert and look out for one another amid a reported increase in ICE sightings.
Guys, ICE is very real in the state of Washington. Look at this video from Shoreline today.
ICE is literally in Shoreline, Washington right now detaining someone. They just came out of that Jeep. That is the license plate. Please watch out.
And also, there was a lot of sightings of them in Capitol Hill in front of Mania Ramen. And I got videos and photos of people on 3rd Ave getting arrested. Look, whether people stop talking about it or stop spreading awareness, your favorite influencers, the news, all that to say is just take care of each other, be safe, and be on the lookout for each other, y'all.
In Bellingham, a woman posted on TikTok expressing frustration and emotional concern over recent ICE arrests in the area.
Yesterday, there was one of the biggest raids there has been with ICE. 7 workers were detained. This has already brought literal tears to my eyes that this is what is happening. This is making America great. I am beyond angry and I am upset and I am just horrified that this is our world right now.
Protests in Seattle, Spokane, and other cities across Washington intensified in response to ICE enforcement actions, with several incidents escalating into physical confrontations.